You must perform a ritual to manifest. And what I mean by you must perform a ritual to manifest is not what you're actually thinking. But what I mean when you perform a ritual, what you must perform a ritual to manifest, is there's actually specific things. There's certain things that you must do that allow you to get the result that you want, right? So let's say you're currently in a reality you don't want. There is specific things that you must do that allow you to manifest properly and that allow you to get said effect from that which you did that allowed you to shift your frequency to manifest whatever it is that you want, right? So when I say you must perform a ritual to manifest, or you're probably not manifesting correctly, here's what I mean by this, right? So essentially, what even is a ritual? Well, anything could be considered a ritual. I'm not talking in the sense of the ritual that you see in Halloween. I'm not talking about stuff like that. I'm talking about anything could be a ritual, right? So a ritual basically is just specific actions and specific things, very specific things that you do that allow you to get a specific effect, a specific result, right? So for example, if you go to the gym every day, if you're sleeping properly, you're watching what you eat, you're tracking your macros, you're eating a certain amount of protein, et cetera, there is a specific ritual, right? Specific action, specific ritual that you are doing that's going to allow you to get in shape, right? There is a specific set of actions that you are taking that allow you to get a six-pack, allow your arms to get bigger, allow you to get in shape, right? Let's say someone's a bodybuilder, for example, or someone's a runner. Someone's a runner and then someone's a bodybuilder. They are doing different rituals. They are doing different actions that allow them to get a specific result, right? And that's what you have to understand. So manifestation is literally the same thing. If you are currently in a reality that you don't like, let's say you have a business, you're stuck at 10K a month, right? You're unconfident. You don't have the relationship you want. And then the reality that you do want to live is you want to scale to 50K a month with your business. You want an amazing relationship. You want to be more confident, right? What is the only difference between this version of you and then this version of reality that you want? Right? Well, the only difference is the frequency. And then there is basically specific actions, specific things that you must do that allow you to tap into the frequency. There's specific things, there's specific actions that you must take that allow you to shift into the frequency so that which you want can materialize. A lot of people don't realize that simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication. Everything is simple, right? For another thing that you have to understand is everything is energy, frequency, and vibrations. These are universal laws. Everything is energy, frequency, and vibrations. This is how everything works. And the reality that you're experiencing is a reflection of the frequency that you're vibrating on, but you cannot see it with your eyes. It's invisible, right? So the reality that you're experiencing is a reflection of the frequency that you're vibrating on. So let's say someone is stuck at 10,000 a month with their business. They don't have the relationships they want, and they're unconfident, right? This is a specific frequency. And that which you see in that which you see in your physical reality, that which you see in your life right now is a reflection of this frequency. And then they want to get to 50,000 a month with their business. They want to manifest a better relationship and they want to be more confident, right? So there's a specific set of actions, there's a specific set of things that they must do that allow them to get to this point. It's the simplest of things, bro. It's the simplest of things, right? So now that you understand everything is energy, frequency, and vibrations, you're studying manifestation, you're studying law of attraction, you're studying all these things, you understand that the core of reality is energy, frequency, and vibrations, and you must energetically align. You must vibrationally align with the frequency of your desired reality. Let's say someone wants to scale to 50K a month with their business. They want to manifest a better relationship, and they want to be more confident. So what's happening is they must vibrationally align with that reality. But then there's specific actions, there's specific things that they must do that allows them to vibrationally align with this reality. Right? So it's like a ritual, it's ritualistic, specific actions, specific things that lead to a specific outcome, right? Like that's just the way it works. Right? So let's say for an example of this could be, an example of this is something as simple as not reacting, right? Not reacting to the negative things that they see within their physical reality. Let's say they're at $10,000, they're stuck at $10,000 a month, they're in a relationship that they don't want, and they're unconfident. One specific action that they must be extremely aware of, that they must be very conscious of, is not reacting to the negative things within their current physical reality. Because if they react to the negative things within their physical reality, but they're trying to manifest this reality, which is them making $50,000 a month, them, manifesting a better relationship, and them being more confident, this specific action of them reacting negatively to everything that props up into their reality will not lead to this frequency, which will not lead to the materialization of them having everything they want within that desired reality, right? So you have to understand, and you have to view reality through a lens of extreme simplicity, right? Simplicity. You have to view reality through this very, very simple lens. Okay, you're currently on this frequency. Everything is energy, frequency, and vibrations. Physical reality is a reflection of the frequency that you're vibrating on. Currently, your reality is this way because that's the frequency you're on. You want to get to this. You understand that the quickest way is manifestation, law of attraction, which is why you're watching this video anyways, right? So now you understand that there's exact specific actions that you must take that's going to lead to your frequency shifting, right? A lot of people do affirmations, visualizations, whatever it is that they do that allows them to start shifting that frequency. Another thing that you need to do is you must understand that physical reality is delayed. It's delayed consciousness, it's delayed energy, whatever you want to call it. So even though you start vibrating at this new frequency, your desired reality, you also understand that physical reality is not going to shift and reflect that instantly. So that's another thing you need to understand. Now, okay, I understand that physical reality will not reflect my new frequency instantaneously. It's not going to reflect my new frequency immediately. Therefore, one of the exact specific actions that I must take, and something that I must be extremely aware of, is I understand that I must maintain this high vibrational frequency, this frequency of my desired reality, long enough for physical reality to reflect that shift, to reflect that change. That's ritual. That's part of the ritual. That's part of the ritual. That's part of the exact specific actions that they need to take within the simulation that lead to them keeping and maintaining this frequency that then leads to the materialization of their desired reality, right? So you have to understand that if this is your reality, this is your frequency, you want to get to this, right? You want to get to this reality. It's ritualistic. When I say ritualistic, it's just a way of viewing it, right? There is specific actions, there's specific things that lead to a specific result, right? Another way to think of it is it's like a video game, right? We live in a simulation, we live in a matrix, right? Simulation, matrix, we live in a video game. And for you to get to this specific frequency, for you to get to this desired reality, there is specific actions that you must take within the simulation, within physical reality, within the matrix that lead you to a specific result. That leads you to a specific place within the matrix. Everything is connected, and a lot of people, it's as simple as this. If you are not manifesting what you want, if you have been studying law of attraction, manifestation, you're trying to shift your frequency, you're trying to reprogram your subconscious, but you are stuck and you're not able to do it, you simply lack the cheat codes, you lack the glitches, you lack the quantum codes, you lack the things that you would need to know that would actually allow you to shift your frequency properly, right? That would actually allow you to know the things that you need to know that allow you to get there, right? There's a specific action that's missing within the ritual, right? It's like if someone, right? There's a potion. If you're like those video games. Let's say it's a video game. You're creating, a potion, and this potion gives you super strength, right? But you need to find the right materials. You have to find the right materials to construct the right potion. And if you don't find the right materials, you can't construct the right potion that gives you super strength in the video game. There's certain laws, there's certain universal laws, there's certain laws that are in place by the universe, energetic laws, because everything is energy, that are in place. And you must learn the things that you need to learn that allow you to be in alignment with those laws that also allow you to materialize whatever it is that you want. There's many ways of explaining it. So you could say that, oh, okay, I'm currently right here and I want to get to this section of my life, right? That means you must perform the right ritual. The ritual in between is what allows you to get there. Some people say it's the habit in between that allows you to get there. Some people say it's the routine that's in the middle that allows you to get there, right? Some people say it's the cheat codes, it's the glitches. But this is the way reality works. The laws are already in place, energetic laws, universal laws, and you must align yourself and work with these laws, with the laws that are already in place by the universe, by creation. And then you align with these laws, manifestation, spirituality, reprogramming your subconscious mind. And then you align with these exact specific laws that allow you to get this exact specific result. If I do X, Y, Z, visualization, affirmation, whatever it is, I align with this frequency, this is the exact specific outcome and the exact specific result that will materialize as a result of this ritual I'm doing, as a result of these habits, as a result of this routine, as a result of this, right? Even something simple like Minecraft, bro. For in Minecraft, you got to craft the little things, boom, boom. You got to get the right materials or you don't get that material that you wanted to create. This is life, right? So if you want to get to 50,000 a month, let's say someone's stuck at 10K, they want to get to 50K a month. Someone's not in the right relationships. Someone isn't confident, right? You lack the cheat codes, the glitches, the quantum codes. You lack the habits, the routine. You lack the ritual that's in between that you would need to do, that you would need to know, that would allow you to get to that exact specific result. And when you do the right habits, the right routine, right? You understand the exact things that are in between that you would need to know and do that would allow you to get that exact specific result. Then you're going to get it, right? You don't know the codes, bro. You don't know the codes. You don't know the cheat codes. You don't know the glitches. You don't have the right habits. You don't have the routine. You lack the information. You lack the things that you would need to know in between that allows you to manifest whatever it is that you want consistently, predictably, all of the time, instantaneously, as quickly and as soon as humanly possible. You lack the information. You lack the knowledge that you would need to know that allows you to attract whatever it is that you want. If you are not exactly where you want to be yet, you simply lack the information. You don't understand the ingredient to the potion, right? That's why the potion isn't working. You lack the ingredient to the potion. You lack the ritual is you lack the exact specific thing that you would need to do in the ritual, the habit, the routine, whatever it is, right? So a lot of you don't blame your circumstances. Don't blame all these things in place. Understand reality is like a video game. It's like performing a ritual. And there is exact specific things that you must do that allow you to get to this result. And if you haven't got to this result yet, then guess what's going to happen? You're not going to get that desired outcome, right? So that's just the way it is. Life is truly as binary as that. Everything's energy and frequency and vibrations. The universal laws are in place. And if you align with these energetic laws and you learn what you need to learn about manifestation, law of attraction, you learn the exact things that you would need to know and the things that you have the routine and the habits and you know exactly what you need to have in place that would allow you to maintain that frequency, get to that desired reality, manifest whatever it is that you want, then you'd have it. And if you don't have it yet and you've been stuck, you simply lack the codes, you lack the ingredients, you lack the cheat codes, quantum codes, glitches, routine, habits. You don't know the secret to the ritual, the potion you're creating. There's an infinite amount of words, there's an infinite amount of names for it, but it's truly that simple. You get the point. Peace.